watching her. Her heart was racing. He had already seen her. He had seen everything. She turned to him fully, with the treacle slow motion of a bad dream. His contours were fuzzy, but conclusive enough. Still young, strong features, broad but lean shoulders in a fitted coat. He was in fine fighting form. Not good. And he was still staring, with an age-old expression of awe, as though he had unexpectedly stumbled through the doors of a cathedral and felt ambushed by the dizzying heights and the dusty taste of the eternal. It would have given her pause, except there was a pair of binoculars resting against his chest. A white-hot sensation rushed to her head. "What do you think you're doing?" she snapped, the words shooting out cold and clipped. The man came alive, as if he had been released from a spell. He turned his face away.
"You are a woman,"
he said, sounding vaguely stunned. "Astutely observed, sir," she said, incredulous. He made a noise in his throat like a surprised chuckle. The pulse pounding in her ears near drowned out her conscious thinking. "Of course you're amused," she said. "One would expect nothing but low humour from a cowardly peeping Tom." He twitched, as though it cost him effort to not whip his head back round to her.
"I was not peeping."
"So you did not, while walking along the ridge, spot me in the water, use your binoculars to ascertain that I was indeed an unclothed woman, and then creep all the way down through the forest to spy on me?" Her tone had sharpened with every word, and by the end he should have lain on the ground in neat slices. He stood quite intact, if a bit befuddled. His head tipped back on a soft laugh.
"That sounds like a lot of trouble just to see an unclothed woman," he said. "You are very charming, miss," he added, "but it's nothing I have not seen before."
Her cheeks stung, as if she had been slapped. "Then why," she cried, "are you still standing there? Oh!" Her startled gasp did make him look back at her, just as a translucent shape flew toward him on a fresh gust of wind. Hell! Her untethered underclothes, fine like cobwebs, had taken off in the breeze. Blast! She lunged forward and slammed her palm down on a remaining stocking. She cast a quick glance sideways. The man was straightening from a crouch with her chemise caught in his fist, as if he had swiped it from mid-air like a large cat. He eyed her pantaloons next. They had landed in a shrub, and it had to be the pantaloons because there were blurry pink ribbons doing a saucy dance. "Don't touch that," she wheezed. He raised his arms over his head. "I won't touch." Her chemise fluttered in his hand like a white flag. "You really ought to take your leave now," she suggested through gritted teeth.
"Absolutely," he agreed. "See here."
He turned around, seemed to survey the nearest tree, and then he deftly tied her chemise to the trunk by its decorative cords.
"Voila,"
he said, and spread his fingers. "You shall never see me again." Without a backward glance, he strode into the forest at a fluid pace. "Nearly gone now," he called out before his elegant form disappeared around the bend. She stayed hunched over the boulder, barely able to swallow around the shock still clogging her throat. The path remained empty, and the forest quiet, as if the man had never been here at all. Oh, he had been quite real. His roaming gaze had left a smouldering trail across her body. She had refused to flail and twist to cover her breasts. He had already looked his fill anyway, and it would have probably given him satisfaction to see her squirm. Eventually, she picked up her spectacles.